Hey, this is Knife Standards. Today I'm going to be doing a quick overview of my design, my prototype. This is the RR Standard, and I'm super excited about this. This is the first video that I'm doing where I actually go over, all the little details on this knife, and I did a, kind of an unboxing, but that was pretty short. So I want to go a little bit more in depth and show you guys some of these really awesome details on my design, on my knife. So we will get into that in just a second. But first, please follow me at Knife Standards. You can follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for a lot more knife content and weekly knife reviews. All right, so this knife is obviously the most special knife that I have in my collection. And I got these prototypes in, I think a few weeks ago now, and it has not left my pocket. This is my prototype, so you can see it right there, prototype. And this is my design. If you don't know the story behind the design, definitely check out my website, which is knifestandards.com. You can, I made a Reddit post about it. I also did an Instagram post where I kind of go a little bit more in depth about my story and where this design came from. And it was inspired by my dad, and it really means a lot to me. It's very, very special design to me, and it's very special to me to be actually getting this thing into production, which it is now. It is in production, and having this made and getting this out into the world. And I know it would mean a lot to my dad too. So definitely check out my story. I won't go too in depth into that in this video, maybe in another video, but I wanted to go over the specs and just a little bit more info so you guys have this, because the pre-order is coming soon. So first of all, let's just check it out. Boom. I mean, this thing rockets out. It rockets. And I don't know how the sound came across on the video, but it is acoustically, whew, it is really satisfying. I mean, it's like a thwack, like boom. Anyway, so this is in production right now. They just started production a little while ago. So the OEM is Best Tech, and they've been great. They do amazing work, as you guys know. And I think that this production run is going to be really, just really top notch, really epic. And the production run has started. They are, production runs generally take around 4 months. So, I've seen people quote production times and then they're off by 3 months. So I don't want to, I think it's a little too early to give you guys a quote, but it's generally around 4 months. So, right now it's towards the end of June, so you guys can do the math. But this, there's no Kickstarter, there's no, what's the other one? Kickstarter and GoFundMe. It's nothing like that. It is in production. The knives are going to be delivered to me as soon as the production is done. I have everything lined up. My website is almost done. Been, working my ass off on that. And there will be a pre-order. And I'm going to do the pre-order a little bit differently, I think, than some people do their pre-orders. But I will give you guys details on that as soon as I have it confirmed. But there will be a pre-order coming up, and that will be in the next couple weeks, few weeks. And then I, of course, will keep you guys updated throughout the process and let you know what is going on and how this is coming along in production, when it'll arrive, and all those details. I will keep you guys posted. So let's go ahead and talk some specs and stuff. We have the standard finish. So that just means that this is kind of like the original, where it has a bead blast, titanium handles. Of course, this is a frame lock, titanium frame lock. As far as the blade steel goes, the prototype, which I have in hand, is in M390. The production version will be in Magna Cut. So I'm super excited about that. And this is a, fairly large knife. This is definitely not, I would say this is in the large category. It fits my hand literally perfectly, as it should, because I designed it. And it is one of the most comfortable knives that I have held for my hand. And I know it differs. Someone with giant hands or tiny hands or whatever, it's subjective. But for me, this is extremely ergonomic, extremely comfortable. I've handled a ton of knives, and this feels just neutral and comfortable. It's one of my favorite ergos that I've ever felt. A couple little details. We have the internal lock bar relief. We have a wire clip. There are a couple changes that are going to be coming on the production version, which I'll make another video on that, so you guys can have all the info before you decide to pre-order or purchase one of these, or just so you have all the details before you have to make a decision or whatever it is. I want you guys to be informed. So there are a couple changes already, tiny little things. Overall, this is pretty solid, but little things I do want to change. The hardware is something that I'm really proud of. Both the pivot and the body screws are, first of all, no tooling marks on the show side. So it's only tooling marks on the clip side, and they are all three screws, the body screws and the pivot, are all D-shaped and captive. So you can only unscrew these one way, and there's no free spinning action going on. It's really easy to disassemble. It's only on the clip side. It only unscrews one way. There's only 3 screws. It's pretty damn easy, pretty straightforward. And of course, this clip screw is going to go through the backspacer, and then that's what holds the scales together. Centering, we're pretty dead on. What else? This is on bearings, of course. Action is awesome. We have choil. Excuse me. We have a choil back here. It feels great on my hand. We also have a forward choil, which is exactly what I designed it for. If you need to choke up, you can still feel this jimping up here. Really really comfortable and ergonomic. And you're not going to slice your finger on this. I have done that before, where I'm kind of in the forward choil and I have cut myself. This is not, obviously be careful, but for me, for my hand, it just fits perfectly, and I'm not gonna poke myself with the edge. There's enough room for my fat finger to sit in the choil. There are a couple changes, as I said, and I'm going to make another video on those. But again, nothing major, just little tiny details that I've kind of refined and changed, and I've been working with Best Tech on. So let's go ahead and do a quick size comparison. Ooh, just hit my light. Got the Jaeger, and what else do I have? Got the Nerd. So let's go ahead and measure it up. Jaeger, we got about 3 inches on the blade, maybe 3 1/4 for the entire blade length, and then about 7.5 overall length. For the RR standard, 3 1/2 for the full blade length, but really it's only about 3 inches of cutting length, and then 8 inches on the dot overall. And then the Nerd, pretty tiny, about 2 1/4, and then 5 1/2. So again, I would consider this a large knife, but this is a knife that, I designed to, let me put these away. I designed for a few different purposes, for a few different reasons, but one of the main things I wanted to accomplish with this design is to have a knife that kind of straddles that line, kind of rides that line between something that's, like a collector's item, like a showpiece, art piece, and that knife that you can kind of put on display, and a knife that you're going to take to work and use on a construction site or whatever it is, something that's going to hold up, and something that's, beefy and you can use every day. They can really be, kind of a hard use, everyday carry. And I feel like most knives are one or the other. And I'm not saying I did anything revolutionary or reinvented the wheel here, but for me, I wanted something that if you're a collector and you're gonna, kind of keep this in good condition, and you're gonna keep it, like a safe queen, it's gonna look amazing, and you can have that collectible, that functional art piece. And if you're gonna use it and bring it to work and beat the shit out of it, you can do that too. And this should fulfill both purposes and kind of ride that line, that fine line between, a serious everyday carry knife and something that is like a display piece. So that is one of my goals, which I think I accomplished. You guys let me know what you think. But it's kind of in between. It kind of, fits both of those, criteria, where, I mean, if you need to use this knife every single day, it's going to hold up for you. And if you want to just use it once and keep it clean, keep it safe, or, put it on the shelf, that's fine too. Because I know a lot of people are, they kind of talk crap about people that are collectors, as opposed to hard users. And they're like, use your shit, use your knives. Well, yeah, that's fine. Some people are going to use it every day and some people are not. For someone that has so many knives, I don't use all my knives every day. I just have too many knives, and I know a lot of you guys have too many knives, which is fine. That's part of the hobby. That's a really fun part of the hobby for me. So, if you want to have something that's a collectible collector's piece, you got it. If you want something to EDC and to beat the crap out of, I mean, you got some nice solid thick blade stock. This thing is going to hold up. This is going to hold up to hard use. And I'm going to do some testing with this knife, or I'm going to send it off to someone to make a couple videos, maybe Stasa or someone, to beat the crap out of it and see how it holds up. Of course, it's a different blade steel, but it'll have the same grind. And I didn't even mention the grind. I feel like you guys can see what that's all about, but it's a compound grind, really nice, hollow, got the swedge coming down. Whew. I mean, come on. This is a hand ground blade. Bang. And the, I just used Neve's, his line. But really, it has a really serious thwack. And of course, I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm super excited. This is my design. This is my knife. And there will be plenty of videos to follow. I'm going to go in even more in-depth with more details, and I will keep you guys informed. So keep an eye out for this. You guys can go to my website now to sign up for the newsletter. The website's not quite open yet, but you can still type in your email and sign up. Of course, Instagram, I'm pretty active on Instagram. I'll be posting more videos and pictures of this, and then every once in a while, I'm on Reddit too. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Knife Standards. I will catch you later.